What if you are perfect? That's the topic today with Paul Statton from Melbourne. How are you, Paul?
I'm very good, thank you. Well, I think it's a really interesting topic because I hear all the time on social posts and stuff about you're imperfect. No, you're not imperfect. Everyone is perfect because we're a soul being and we're coming here having experiences. We might have challenging experiences, but we are perfect in who we are. But if you label yourself as being imperfect, you're implying there's something wrong with you. And what does that really mean? Imperfect compared to what? Some external standard. No, we are all perfect. We might have challenging experiences, but we're not our experiences. And our experiences are there to help us learn. Because if you say you're imperfect, you're always looking for, oh my God, there's something wrong with me and I need to be fixed. And therefore you think there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it's so true. And what brought me the idea that I want to share is that, as you mentioned, because I was doing something this way or that way, it does not affect your identity if you're listening to us. It's never whatever you do or you did, whether these were mistakes or not done well enough, they are not defining who you are. And I think you will need to understand that. And even if you think you're perfect, you're probably not getting anything that perfect to the level of perfection, because you would be a very lonely person, because every one of us is probably doing our best where we are with the tools that we have available. And that starts off, usually that comparing pattern starts off the I'm not good enough patterns, looking for more perfection, better myself, and getting good at or better at it, or learning more. Now, learning more, as we talked before, is one of the biggest traps. And be careful with the traps. I've spent there probably a few decades trying to learn more. Is there anything else that you have in mind about IQ and learning to get rid of imperfection?
I think the important point that you said is looking at your identity inside of yourself for who you are, that you're a perfect spirit in whatever you've chosen to come to, rather than looking externally. So my suggestion is go internal. And even a good exercise is say to yourself, I feel really imperfect, and see what it feels like. Then say to yourself, I'm a perfect human being having a learning experience, and see the difference in energy that you feel by saying those two differences.
It's a really good exercise. I recommend you do it. Make sure that you're not distracted with anything else. So just create space where there is no technology, no screens, where you could spend some time with yourself, because that's where the truth is. It's always about learning about self, or about who you are and what's really going on for you. You will discover so many things. Any last words?
Have a perfect day.
Absolutely imperfect. Thank you. See you soon.